Welcome to Psycho Nuggets channel, a one-stop shop for all psychological solutions. You know, in life, we're gonna face a lot of curveballs. Some of those curveballs are gonna knock us down, make us question everything, especially our ability to trust. Trust is the foundation of any meaningful relationship, whether it's with a partner, a friend, or even ourselves. But trust, my friend, is a fragile thing. It can be broken, sometimes shattered into a million pieces. And when that happens, it can be tough to pick up those pieces and put them back together, but I'm here to tell you, it's not impossible. You gotta start by looking in the mirror. Take a good hard look at yourself. It's not always easy, but it's necessary. And admitting there's a problem, denying it, pretending it doesn't exist, that's just gonna make things worse. It's like ignoring a crack in the foundation of your house. Eventually it's gonna crumble. Ask yourself, what's causing these trust issues? Is it something recent, or has it been building up over time? Sometimes, it's not just one thing, but a series of events that lead to this point. Is it past experiences, something someone did to you, maybe a betrayal that cut deep, or a series of small lies that eroded your trust bit by bit? Or is it deeper, maybe rooted in your own insecurities? Sometimes the issue isn't external but internal. It's about how you see yourself and your worth. You gotta get to the root of the problem, folks. Just like a gardener tending to their plants, you need to dig deep and find what's really causing the issue. It's like a weed in your garden, you gotta pull it out by the roots or it's just gonna keep coming back. If you just trim the leaves, it might look better for a while, but the problem's still there, lurking beneath the surface. Acknowledging the issue, that's the first step to healing. It's about being honest with yourself and facing the uncomfortable truths. Only then can you start to make real, lasting changes. Take a deep breath and know that this is the beginning of a journey towards a better, more trusting you. Chapter 2. Communicate openly. In this chapter, we're diving deep into the essence of open communication and why it's the cornerstone of any thriving relationship. Communication, folks, it's the key to any successful relationship. Whether it's with your partner, friends, or family, being able to express yourself clearly and honestly is vital. And when you're dealing with trust issues, it's even more crucial. Trust can be fragile, and without open communication, misunderstandings can easily arise, leading to further complications. You gotta be open and honest with yourself and the people you're trying to trust. Self-reflection is the first step. Understand your own feelings and thoughts before you can share them with others. Don't hold back. Let them know how you feel, what your fears are. It's okay to be vulnerable. Sharing your fears and concerns can actually bring you closer to the people you care about. But remember, communication is a two-way street. It's not just about expressing your own thoughts and feelings. It's not just about talking. It's about listening too. Active listening means giving your full attention to the speaker, showing empathy, and responding thoughtfully. Really listening, trying to understand where the other person is coming from. Empathy is key. Put yourself in their shoes and try to see the world from their perspective. This builds a deeper connection and fosters mutual respect. When both parties feel heard and understood, it strengthens the bond and trust between them. Open communication can lead to more meaningful and fulfilling relationships. Whether it's through face-to-face conversations, writing letters, or even sending a thoughtful text message, the method of communication doesn't matter as much as the sincerity behind it. So, take the time to communicate openly and honestly. It might be challenging at first, but the rewards are worth it. You'll find that your relationships become stronger, more resilient, and more joyful. Remember, open communication is a journey, not a destination. Keep practicing, keep growing, and keep connecting with the people who matter most to you. Chapter 3. Set boundaries. Boundaries, folks, they're not about shutting people out, they're about protecting yourself. When you're trying to rebuild trust, setting clear boundaries is essential. Let people know what you're comfortable with and what you're not, what you will and will not tolerate, and don't be afraid to enforce those boundaries. If someone crosses a line, call them out on it. Remember, you teach people how to treat you. Chapter 4. Seek professional help. Look, sometimes these trust issues, they run deep. Deeper than we can handle on our own. And that's okay. There's no shame in asking for help. A therapist, a counselor, they can give you the tools and strategies you need to work through these issues. They can help you understand the root of the problem, develop healthier coping mechanisms, and build stronger, more trusting relationships. Chapter 5. Practice patience. Rebuilding trust. It takes time, folks. It's not gonna happen overnight. You gotta be patient, both with yourself and the people you're trying to trust. There are gonna be setbacks, moments of doubt. That's natural. Don't get discouraged, just keep moving forward one step at a time. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is trust. Chapter 6. Build self-trust. You can't truly trust others if you don't trust yourself. Take a good hard look at yourself, your choices, your behaviors. Are you trustworthy? Are you keeping your promises to yourself and others? If not, start there. Building self-trust is crucial. It's the foundation for trust in others. Chapter 7. Forgive and move forward. Forgiveness, folks, it's not about letting someone off the hook. It's about freeing yourself from the pain of the past. Holding on to anger and resentment, it's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It's only hurting you. Forgiving doesn't mean forgetting. It means choosing to move on, to let go of the pain and create space for something new and positive. Outro final thoughts. As we come to the end of this journey, let's take a moment to reflect on the essence of trust. Look, trust is a tricky thing. It's not something that can be easily given or taken. It's a delicate balance, a fragile thread that connects us to others. It's earned in drops and lost in buckets. Each small action, each word, each gesture contributes to building or breaking that trust. But remember this, you have the power to choose who you trust and how much. It's a personal decision, one that requires careful consideration and sometimes a leap of faith. Don't be afraid to guard your heart, to protect yourself from those who might not have your best interests at heart. But also, don't be afraid to open it up again. Life is about taking risks, about opening doors and allowing new experiences and people to enter. Sometimes, the people most deserving of our trust are the ones who've made mistakes and learned from them. It's through these experiences that they grow, and in turn, help us grow. So go on, take a chance, put yourself out there, engage in conversations, take that leap of faith, and embrace the adventures that come your way. You never know what amazing relationships you might build. Trust is the foundation of any meaningful connection, and by nurturing it, we create bonds that can last a lifetime. So cherish those drops of trust, and be mindful of the buckets. The journey of trust is ongoing, and it's one worth embarking on.